Guys, I have to be honest with you. I used to absolutely love working out. I was the kind of person that would get up at 6 a.m. and go to the gym and lift. I got into lifting in college and then got into running, and I ran two 15Ks. Working out was so fun, but recently it has not been feeling the same. I think I would tell people that I'm too busy or I'm too lazy, but the reality of it is I think I lost passion for a lot of things in my life. I recently graduated from college, and like a good handful of grads, I'm unemployed. Really honestly didn't think this was ever going to be me. My whole life, I really had a plan. It was always one thing after the other, and now that I've hit a point of just constant rejection, like literally over 500 applications later, I'm still here, sitting at home. In the past 9 months of really grinding out these applications and stressing out every single day over it, rejection after rejection, it really gets to you and it wears you down. After facing all those rejections, I started rejecting myself of the things that I love to do as well, working out being one of those. And don't get me wrong, I still do work out occasionally, but I've been doing it a lot less, and it feels like a chore. It's just not something that I find enjoyment in. And recently I hit a really low point in my life. I think it's one of the most discouraged I've ever felt, and I realized I needed a goal, like something to look forward to. So like a lot of other 20 and 30-year-olds, guess what I did? I signed up for a half marathon. It's cliche, but we all gotta cope somehow. So this is me documenting my first week and a half of falling back in love with working out. And this isn't really a glow up story, it's more of just rebuilding something that I lost. So the first step of this process was to just get a gym membership, which I actually was really nervous about. I just have a fear of being perceived in unfamiliar environments, and if you're wondering what I'm thinking here, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm fumbling. Why am I struggling to get this to lock in place? But anyways, moving on, and then here's me again being like, oh my gosh, why is this thing so heavy? Trying to get better at warming up before my workouts. I sometimes just tend to jump into it, but I'm really trying to work on not being injured. Or actually, I lifted last week, but I got really sore after that. So I'm hoping today it's not as bad. A little nervous, but we'll start off with a warm-up. That was kind of hard. I think my left side is really weak right now. I typically lift in Converse, but because I'm running today, I'm wearing my Hokas. I know it isn't the best for lifting, but you know, gotta do what you gotta do. I've really considered bringing both, but that's definitely heavy enough or not. We're not going up today. After lifting today, I was supposed to do part of my marathon or half marathon training. It's supposed to be 200 repeats, but I had to stop like 3/4 of the way through my workout, which is the first workout in my plan that I haven't fully finished. But I know it's probably on me that I didn't prioritize doing that first instead of doing the lifting. It's okay. You live and you learn. I'm doing 6.5 miles today, which is the longest I've done in, I think, 9 months. I'm a little bit nervous. It is really cold today. I can hear the wind outside right now. So I wore a lot of layers. Hopefully that keeps me warm. I also Vaseline my face, which I think is helping a lot. I do have really dry skin to begin with. So with the cold and the wind, it's already like, it's drying the life out of me. So I put a lot of Vaseline on my face today. Hopefully that'll help. And the lake is like mostly frozen. I don't know if you can tell, but it's getting cold out here. That run that I went on actually was really, really good for my mental health. I've been trying to listen to podcasts a lot more, especially on longer runs, like 5+ miles, because I do get bored just listening to music. And this podcast that I listened today really spoke some truth into me. It discussed how to lift yourself up as you're feeling low. It really opened my eyes into how I've been feeling recently. It was a little harsh to hear, but they were saying that a lot of the times when you're feeling unmotivated, lazy, or just kind of down, it's because you are very self-focused, and in reality, you're being very self-centered. And I do think recently I've been focusing on the one thing of, oh, I don't have a job and I'm sad, which is valid to be sad that I don't have a job. But there's also so much to be grateful for. Like, I'm grateful that I have parents that let me move back home. I'm grateful that I have friends still back here to hang out with. I'm grateful that I have friends like back in college that check up on me. I'm grateful that I have 2 part-time jobs, these opportunities to work, like have some sort of income and also learn and grow from those. I'm also grateful that I had the opportunity to move my body and to work out. It really pushed me to think more beyond myself and really rely on my faith and also rely on my community and not be so self-centered. I haven't done pistol squats in a really, really long time, but I used to love doing bodyweight training, and I was able to do pistol squats with like 30 pounds. So we're gonna try to rebuild that back up, that strength. We're gonna do some without any weights first and see how it feels. Okay, right leg is pretty good, but I've always been quite uneven with my 2 legs. So I have a feeling I'm gonna have some balance issues with the left. I think what hurts the most about postgrad life right now is the feeling of failing privately. And I know that isn't the case, but you can't help but compare yourself to other people and see them at their highs and see yourself at your lows. Working out for me was always attached to feeling strong and in control, but when it felt like my life was falling apart, it was a lot easier just to detach from it as opposed to feel weak and struggle through it. But I'm learning that being stuck doesn't mean that you're broken. Some days I don't want to go to the gym, some days the run sucks, and some days I just cry and apply to more jobs. That's kind of how it is right now, but I'm pushing through it. Truth is, I don't know when I'll get a job, and I don't know how long it'll take for me to fully feel like myself again. But I'm going to try to take this one part of my life back. And if you're watching this and you feel lost too, you can start small and we can do this journey together. Thanks for being here, and here's to trying again.